Radio Rahim with Frazer Clarke. Usually I talk to the fighter, but today you're in my element. I'm talking to the broadcaster. Welcome to the game.
It's a lot harder than it looks, you know. It's been a tough week, but I'm enjoying it.
See, boxing isn't for me. Like I could do what you do. I was like, you are enjoying it. I mean, you know, you don't have to prepare. You don't have to get in that mindset for fight. When you get to finally enjoy Riyadh, what has it been like thinking about breaking down other fighters and how they match up as opposed to your own?
It's something I enjoy doing, you know. Anyone that knows me, any gym I go in, I always go coach before I even train myself. I'm always looking around at styles and what happens here, what happens there. And it's been enjoyable, but I will say I've chosen a difficult one because usually I have a winner and a loser. At the minute, I'm stuck on a couple of fights, so you know it's a difficult one.
We know that there are two superstars in the main event, and it's a hard fight to pick, but the undercard is stacked as well. Who do you think on the undercard might be the breakout star come Saturday night?
I think Ajit Caballero could really, you know, I think his last performance was great, and I think he's got it all to do against Frank Sanchez. But I was sparring with him a few weeks ago, and I was very impressed. So I think Caballero could really come to the forefront of the heavyweight division, you know, and put himself right in that hat where you want to be at the top.
Really, you think he can enter that elite mix? If you had to pick an upset of one of the top guys, who's he, Ajit, most likely to defeat?
I think stylistically, I've took him in Wilder. I put him in Wilder. Very, very similar to Joe Parker in the way that he does things. I think it'll be a good fight for him.
I have to at least, I know you've already said how tough it is to pick, but as we get closer to the main event, we see a little bit more from each fighter. We've seen some of the workout yesterday. Who do you think's got the edge, Usyk or Fury?
Well, I've changed my mind a lot. I spent a little bit of time with Tyson Fury the other day, and I was certain he was going to win. You know, after I spent time with him, because he was focused and he was on it. But equally, I was still on that platform up there last night and did the same with Usyk. And he's the last person that was in my head. So at this minute, I'm going Usyk. But as soon as I hear Tyson speak in a minute, it could flip around.
Now, we've got another fight card coming up on the 1st. When are you back in the ring?
I want to get back ASAP. You know, it's been 5 weeks since I fought now. Tough fight, long fight, hard fight. So it's time. I've regrouped. I've been back in the gym. Like I said, I've been sparring. As soon as I get back from here and dealt with this business, it's time for me to get on the phone back home to the promoter Ben Shalom and the team at Boxer and Sky, and you know we'll sort out whatever's next.
I think some of these top guys will be looking for a good scrap very soon. As we just mentioned, Wilder and Zhang. It's a tough fight right there. Who are you picking with those big giants?
I'll tell you what, do not blink on that one. Early on, Zhang is going to be very dangerous. I think Wilder will be completely different to what we've seen last time. I don't believe that was the real him. I don't know what was going on in his head, but if he's got his head right, I'm going to pick Wilder.
Now we've got a wild card running around here in Boulevard land somewhere. I think Ryan Garcia is going to pop up on us.
We'll hear him before we see him, definitely.
What do you make, first of all, of this big controversy, his positive test?
It's a shame. First and foremost, it's just a shame, you know. I was really happy for him, his performance, and it just dampens it straight away. You know, we've seen it time and time again. I don't know how these tests work. I don't like to overstep my mark and talk about things I don't know. If you do the test and it's positive, you get banned. Simple as that. I hope for his sake and for boxing's sake, it's a mistake, but I don't know the ins and outs. I'm not following it too much. As soon as I see that now, that headline, I look away because it's not what I want to associate with boxing.
And lastly, on this subject, the B sample hasn't been tested, so he'll have an opportunity to defend himself in that regard. But if in fact it does come back positive, do you think that the victory should be vacated and Haney should be restored to undefeated, keep his belts as if this fight never happened?
Yeah. If he's cheated, it's a no contest, and whatever happens, happens. Not my decision, thank God.
While we're talking wild cards, I'm going to let you go after this one. We're not far away now. We just saw the press conference for Tyson, and that's Mike Tyson, and Jake Paul. Do you think that's a real fight, first of all? And if so, how do you see it shaking out?
How are you going to get that?
In my head, I'm hoping Mike Tyson lands a beautiful shot and knocks him unconscious. But really and truly, I know he's going to be a young, enthusiastic Paul that comes over throwing lots of shots and trying to hurt him because he has no decorum. He has no real respect for a great like that. You know, money makes the world go around these days, and it's a shame. You know, it's a real shame that people replace pride and honor with money. But I understand it in a way. I don't know how it goes. I just hope no one gets hurt. Make it an exhibition.
If you were the man who decided your future without any resistance from anyone, you could say, my next fighter is so-and-so. Who are you looking at across the ring?
The winner of the main event.
Radio Rahim with Frazer Clarke, the broadcaster, the fighter, the analyst, the man.